Zambia is doubling down on copper, and First Quantum Minerals is expanding right along with it, with a fresh investment in prospect resources and major upgrades at Kansanshi. The Canadian miner is looking to cement its position as a key player in Africa's copper belt. But with US tariffs on copper coming along the way, the global landscape is shifting fast. Well, joining me now is FQM's Zambia Country Director, Anthony Mukutuma. Anthony, thanks very much indeed for your time.
Thank you very much, Devan, for having me. Thank you.
Well, I suppose let's start with the question of what drew FQM to take a 15% stake in Prospect Resources. What's behind that?
So the stake that we took in Prospect of 15% is really meant to invest in a project that's closer to one of the mines that we run. And it's one of the options that we are looking at to provide extension opportunities for the mine that we run in a place called Sentinel, on the Trident mine on the Sentinel copper side. So Prospect is one of the options for mine extension. So that would see us see the mine life of Sentinel copper mine go beyond the 12 years that we currently estimate.
I believe it's called the Mumbezhi project. What's the strategic value there, Anthony?
So the strategic value of Mumbezhi is that it's very close to our Sentinel copper mine. The mineralogy is very similar, and we're talking about grades that are similar to the grades that we do get in Sentinel of about 0.4% to about 0.5% copper, which fits in very well with the process plant that we currently operate in Sentinel. So a supply from that particular mine would be ready feed for the operation that we run in Sentinel.
What's the current drill results looking like? Because you've got a project, right? And what's that window telling you?
The results that are coming out of Mumbezhi are positive, confirming a resource in Mumbezhi which fits the profile that we're looking for, which is adding, say, another 100 to 150 million tons of grades of 0.5% copper. So very, very similar mineralogy, which is the important bit, very close proximity to Sentinel copper mine. So we can transport the ore across. But let me just stress that it is one of the options. We are drilling in the area ourselves as well, and Mumbezhi really gives us one option.
Now, interesting news just a couple of days ago, your $1.25 billion expansion at Kansanshi will boost output, I believe it's about 280,000 tons. What's the timeline to reach that target? Yeah.
So as you know, we started construction at the Kansanshi expansion round about May of 2022. Construction finished in about May this year, and at the moment we're going through the commissioning stage. So in terms of timeline, we believe that we've already put all through the system. We believe that by the end of the year, we will be running at a rate which takes us towards the 240, 270,000 tons of copper per year. So we should be able to stabilize the expansion by the end of the year.
I'm wondering about the mine's life. I mean, it's been extended to 2046, I believe. How critical is that for First Quantum Minerals' long-term copper output, and how does it reposition Zambia within your global portfolio?
So for First Quantum, as you know, Kansanshi has been a flagship operation since 2004, and it's a mine that we've run and has run very well. So putting this expansion means that we can get supply out of Kansanshi in excess of 240,000 tons per year of copper past 2046. That puts us in a strong position to continue to see output out of Zambia. In terms of contribution to the global market, to the global copper rate, I mean, you're talking about an addition of 240,000 tons plus of copper coming from the one operation confirmed for the next 20 years. So that's a big positive for FQM. That's a big positive for world copper. As you will know, there's still not enough production coming online. So getting an operation like Kansanshi and an operation that runs extremely well is a big positive for the world.
You're probably, together with your board and all your other experts at the mine, are watching what's happening with U.S. copper tariffs quite keenly. I mean, there's an on and off uncertainty around what the magnitude and scope of those tariffs are. You know, I mean, how are you looking at that tariff situation coming from the U.S. on copper, Anthony?
As you know, Devan, I mean, copper mining is a long-term project, and we've been doing copper for over 30 years around the world, and these changes come along, and it's a question of making sure that we're putting the effort to increase efficiencies on our side and continuing to make sure that we've got world-class assets coming along. And we will weather changes, you know, such as tariffs and changes in the fiscal regimes in the countries where we operate. So we definitely are watching what's happening with the tariffs in the US, but our focus really is making sure that we are efficient, we are low cost, and we make sure that we've got assets coming along the line. So that as production falls off Kansanshi in 2046, we've got more assets coming along.
So as I wrap up, what's the biggest risk to FQM's Zambian strategy right now? I mean, I'm looking at it. Is it resource? Is it regulatory? Is it geopolitical? What's on your mind?
No. On our mind at the moment in terms of Zambia is it's really we're getting in a space where, as the mines expand, there's competition for water and for land, and as climate change kicks in, you know, the biggest risk that we see is access to water as competition increases, but rainfall falls. It's also climate change again is impacting access to power. So those are the two things that we are looking at and contending with on the Zambian side. So we're starting to get involved more in renewables, making sure that as we supply metals that are good for our future, that we are doing so in a sustainable way. So that's really where our focus is at the moment.
All right, thanks very much indeed. It was a pleasure talking to you. Zambia Country Director Anthony Mukutuma talking to us there. Anthony, thanks indeed for your time.
Thank you very much, Devan. Thank you.